What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Kingdom. We put the real reality, whatever. Period. Ooh, I'm your host, Pharaoh. We are joined by our wonderful host, Lee.
We're joined
Lee
by
Baby.
who? We're joined by who? We're joined by who? Y'all, excuse me if I'm a little agitated today. I just almost got scammed. Y'all,
Not scam, child.
y'all don't trust. Girl, I was late because I was getting scammed. Don't trust these tire shops. Don't trust these dealerships. All they're gonna do is lie to you, baby. If you need maintenance on your car, find you a good nasty mom and pop. Okay, somebody's cousins, uncles is doing it.
Period.
Okay.
Period.
Because, baby, they will try to play you. They just try to charge me an arm, a leg, a kidney, and a heart for a replacement of a tire and a rim. I need somebody watching this that know about cars, because unfortunately, my father only taught me not to be gay. He didn't teach me shit about cars. Really? So, does a replacement rim and tire, would that cost about $500?
I never gave
that. Don't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me. And then, apparently, plastic and metal is interchangeable, but the prices aren't. So why are you charging me for a metal skid plate and not a plastic shield guard when I had a plastic
one rim and one wheel tire? Just one. You think it's all four?
You would think it's all four.
You would think it's all four.
I just feel like y'all have to, girl, and then when you have to, your discernment skills, they have to be strong because, girl, the devil, he's anywhere. Even if you're not religious, the evil, it's everywhere.
He shows up everywhere.
The darkness, those energies.
Amen.
Child. Amen. They was trying to get in my ass. They was trying to get in my ass.
Y'all gotta be any place that works off of commission. They're desperate. They'll do any. Baby, I worked commission for a month. When I was selling laptops. When I tell you them people would come in, does this laptop? Yeah, it does. They didn't even finish their sentence. I don't know what the fuck they was talking about. Is it giving? Well, I wanna talk to my daughter on here. Girl, you could FaceTime. You could call. Girl, it was a whole HP. No, it was never given that. But hey, you gotta lie, and that's the problem. That's the scary part. You as the customer, you gotta be careful. If you know somebody commission, be careful. Be careful. Bitches will do anything for money. Anything. I know from experience. Ooh, yeah.
So be careful, everybody. Sorry for being late. The girls in the chat today. Back down memory lane says, "Hey, Kingdom, I'm a new subscriber." I know that's right. Love you guys. Period. Wait. Period. It's hard.
Sometimes some people do this. Yes, and then
come on.
The Asian girlies, they do this. Oh. Oh, wait, come back. We was almost there. For real. Get closer. Oh, we so cute.
Okay. Yeah, the girls in the chat today, Zuda man. Big crowd. What's up, y'all? Hello, y'all. We here.
Hi.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the recap since the girls are here. I just had to let y'all know.
Yes.
Don't get scammed out here, y'all. Don't get scammed. But yeah, I would love a man to hop in the comments at some point to run me a breakdown because, or a woman. Ooh, I love a woman that knows about
just hop in my DMs.
Okay.
JB says,
"Hey, trying to not get scammed." You talking about
the girls? I'm trying to scam some. Oh, let me shut up.
Okay.
The girls on Twitter are saying that Survivor at its worst. What's Survivor at its worst? This season,
48
right now, is better than Big Brother at its best. What's Big Brother at its best? Like a good BB10 day arguing every day? Absolutely not.
No.
I think people say this because I think if you're a Survivor fan and you feel this way, obviously you're a fan of Survivor. Because I kind of feel that way about Big Brother because I'm a fan of Big Brother. Challenge girls feel that about the challenge. Don't know how they do that.
They're delusional.
Yeah, they got to just be delusional. But yeah, this is a no for me. I'm sorry. Like even the worst Big Brother seasons for me. Like I said, it's something that I can find in it. But Big Brother provides way more content. I can constantly watch these people sneeze and talk and shit all day. These people, like, it's 3 episodes a week. Survivor, all I get is what they give us. And sometimes they're not giving anything. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's exactly why I will always prefer Big Brother over Survivor. I think that they're both good shows, but in general, I think Big Brother, it gives us so much content. You can really like, and this is probably a good and a bad thing, but the way people even have these parasocial relationships, you're able to know more about a person than they probably know about themselves, or conversations that they've had that they don't even remember themselves. And sometimes that create very weird relationships, but it just goes to show how much you can actually get invested into people who play Big Brother. As far as Survivor, there has been 90 million people who play Survivor. I can't tell you probably 90% of them. Big Brother, I can tell you every single person on every single cast.
Yeah.
Their picture, I can say their name. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people who know their placement and everything like that, but a lot of them I probably would know their placement. So it's like Big Brother is just so much to consume, and I think the experiment of Big Brother is honestly better. Survivor, kind of like what you're saying, when there is not enough content to give, or when the season is going a certain way, there's not many redeemable qualities. We have to just sit there week after week and be pissed. In Big Brother, it's like, even if your fave is flopping, you have a whole week to say, I'm gonna be delusional and pray that they stay. It's an entire new relationship with that person. And then I think Big Brother players are able to, like, which isn't necessarily a part of the show, but Big Brother players are able to have some type of like more of a platform after, I feel like, than the Survivor players, especially in recent history, because you have a fan base coming out of Big Brother because people actually have watched you 24/7. As far as Survivor, it's like for example, if Say had went home first, people probably wouldn't be talking about her. Because it's like, well, we didn't have time to build a relationship. Because she made it so far, we were able to build a relationship. If Say was on Big Brother and did everything like this and went home first, we would still be talking about Say because we had an entire week to really gag over her. So yeah, I would definitely prefer Survivor. I think it's definitely objective because no, it is subjective, right?
Yeah.
Your own opinion. It's subjective. It depends on what you like most, because I enjoy the experiment of Big Brother. If you enjoy the experiment of Survivor, you're always going to prefer Survivor. So regardless, it's subjective, but that is the reason why I would say I prefer Big Brother.
Yeah, I like that reason. I feel like the only thing that I prefer about Survivor a little bit, first of all, Survivor's rewatch ability, especially like past these beginning stages. Of course, we're watching Borneo right now. This is very different. But bingeability, girl, it's there. I could watch 10 Survivor seasons and I will be entertained the entire time. I also feel like Survivor has they're more consistent when it's good. Yep. Like theirs can be a 6-season run of good season after good season. San Juan del Sur, Cagayan, Cambodia, back to back to back to back to back. With Big Brother, every 3 seasons it's gonna be a dud. I'm sorry, but I feel like with Survivor we can get like a good run of goodness. But also we recently just got a good run of. I'm not gagging for this last run we just got, and it's like it also has lows in that point. But
because I would say Survivor, I know for a fact 19 through like fucking 30 something is hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. Big Brother, I'll give you 1 through 10, and that's minus one of them. Well, 2 through 10. Shit.
Right.
Skipping 9, and then you have some more good ones in that middle area, but then 16 through 22, even though you have like 18, you got 17 here, it's like,
but then you got 21.
It's bad. I think that Survivor definitely has more consistently good seasons than Big Brother. I just think that Big Brother, when it is like Big Brother 26, I would say is better than any Survivor season I've seen, but that's because of how I was able to connect to the cast. So
yeah. All right. We got another question. What they say? Oh, shout out to Aaron. Aaron says they're finally catching us live. This treat has inspired me to start watching Survivor. No way.
A lot of people be saying that. Like, I'm really happy that y'all get inspired to watch these things, because especially with the rewind, because that's the goal. Like, we're all in this together, girl. Everyone who's watching Borneo, it's like a little secret club. We know it's trash, and we hear it anyway.
Oh my God, y'all! I loved this episode. Girl, I don't know what it was about this episode, but I felt like because the one thing Lee was just talking about it. The one thing about Survivor that I don't love is I'm not always able to connect to the characters. The one positive about these older seasons, because it's not this and this and this and this and that, you're able to kind of like understand these characters way more. Sue and Kelly and Richard, I feel like I know these people a lot way more than I know anybody from 48.
It feels like because this is early reality TV, The Real World, Survivor, Big Brother, they all have the same like theme.
Yeah.
And that theme is to truly show reality in a way. This is how they are in this environment.
Yep.
We want to know their quirks, what they like, what's their religion, what they hate, what their ignorant views are.
Yep.
You want to know it all. So I do like that because I feel like to an extent every show had that aspect. Big Brother is the only one because look, if you watch Big Brother just the edited show, you won't feel that anymore. I think that Big Brother is the only show that's able to maintain that because of the live feeds, because they're not scripted. Every other show now is so fast paced. It's like, girl, perfect for ADHD brand. It's here. But like, as far as really getting to know the people by the end of it, you're like, I don't know any of these bitches for real.
Ciao. Let's get into this motherfucking episode.
Henny girl, Greg was doing it. Okay, Jenna was getting her all-star.
I'm a Jenna Lewis stan. Oh my god, Jenna's gonna be on All Stars now. I'm excited. I love Jenna. Jenna's my favorite Survivor player. Who gonna hit me? Fuck up Harmony.
Okay,
hold on.
You just say outlandish things for the shits and giggles, don't you?
Wait. I just you know what I do like. I love seeing the like originators of themes that we see in later seasons. Same with Big Brother, even Big Brother 2. Big Brother 2 is so fun because it's like we see the original floater, we see the original social queen, we see the original person who's running the. I love stuff like that. And watching this season, seeing Jenna be the flop on the other tribe who's actually trying. Love her. She's the original Andrea because we're finna watch Andrea in like 2-3 seasons. This is her. Like you're here with a bunch of dummies who all hate you, and you got to struggle to try to find your way to not go home. I respect it. I
will say, I'm sorry, I don't really see it that much with Jenna. I like her, especially with the endearing things we saw this episode about her not being able to receive a letter. But no, other than that, I don't feel sorry. I don't feel any grace or support for anyone in Pagong because they're dumb. They're dumb. The first round, you didn't vote together. You recognize that. Y'all spoke about how y'all probably should be voting together. And then this round, let's all send home Jenna because she obviously doesn't want to be here.
She's the victim.
Like, and then if you send home Jenna, y'all are down to 3 people.
And they know that.
It's like they're not. It's like I'm not about to sit up here and say, "Oh, it's the first season." They should know. They know that because they're discussing it. That's the thing. If we can't, I don't think we can use that argument with Survivor because it's simply numbers. It's numbers. Okay,
they're talking about it. That's what's killing me. We literally start the episode off, and after last tribal, everybody clearly saw 4 people voted together. We come here. Here goes Sean. Hold
on, girl.
What happened, child?
Zuda said, funny enough, Jenna was controlling All Stars up until late game.
That's what I'm telling you. She's a legend. No, because we'll get into why I like
the
her.
Game and came back.
We'll get into why I like her because it comes up very quickly for me. I'm like, she's playing the game. Sorry, but Sean, who's on Tagi and not included in the 4, he's like, I don't know. I feel like all of Tagi might be working together. I don't know what's going on. Why are you stupid? He pisses me off. And he's the one who's voting alphabetically. I remember there being someone who votes alphabetically. Why is he voting alphabetically? And then they use it. I don't remember if it was this round or another round, but they start using the fact that he's voting alphabetically against the nigga. They're like, oh, if he's voting for this person, we'll just all vote for them. They'll go home. Move forward. Because they find out he's voting alphabetically. Like, you're fucking stupid.
He probably tell him. Like,
I think he tells him.
But like the fact that he went up there, well, I'm voting Greg because Jervis would have been next, but he won immunity. So how does it work? Do you think it's like Final Destination? Like, did Jervis skip death into the next round?
Right.
Or if Jervis don't win immunity, is it now Jervis? I guess he's the only G left still. So
yeah, we'll see next round. Because if it's not Jervis, HIJ, ABCDEFG, HIJ, it will be Jenna.
You know what I'm saying? One more round, Jenna would have been out.
Yeah. Damn.
Or would have tied, maybe. Who knows?
Damn.
But a dud. At first, I was like, why is the Talking 4 not working with him? I see why.
Yeah, he's fucking stupid. Kelly, Miss Alphabet Soup. Kelly has a diary room. I love Kelly because he said, look, at the end of the day, this is a game. If you're not working with people, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. If you're not aligning, I don't know what you're doing. Because I didn't come out here to have summer camp. I came here to play a game.
Now, where was this diva on Second Chances?
She grew up. She got older.
Girl,
you're always an icon at that youthful age.
Girl, that's because she was out there getting fed. She didn't give a fuck. She was like, bitch, she was getting McDonald's and Burger Kings and Big Macs.
Yeah, this is a gang. Right. This is a gang. if y'all can't stay out here and eat and survive like me, drinking her soda. Girl. But anyways, I still loved her for that, supported that, because she was here to play the game from the beginning. Her and that other girl who went home, got her name. She was linking up with her.
Gretchen, and we see Gretchen.
No, it was another girl.
Stacy. Yeah. That white girl.
Stacy, that white girl. But now we see on the previously, she finna pick up another white girl because her and Jenna start linking up. Seems like next episode. It's like Kelly is
girl, not Jenna finna infiltrate, because that's what she said this episode. She said, I'm about to get all the girls.
Yes,
and we're about to really pop it up. But Sue said that's not. I'm not eating that.
She said, I'm not eating that. Girl, here go Jervis. Jervis is the dumbest person.
Dumb.
Yeah, on the island. Other than Sean, it's Sean and Jervis. They're very stupid. Because he says, well, I mean, we can't say right now that it's a definite alliance. But if it does happen again tonight, then we can say it's definitely an alliance. What?
I think that was a fair argument.
Mind you, Sean came up to him and said, I think all the 4 people in my tribe are working together. You basically got confirmation. What the fuck is you talking about?
That wasn't enough, Pharaoh. That wasn't enough.
Girl, let's talk about Jenna, my queen, my legend, my
wait, girl, what is this? What is this? Like, I can see myself standing her. I could in an all-star situation. But what happened this episode?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now. She had a diary room. She says, obviously, the Tagi 4 are working together. Obviously. So I gotta do what I gotta do to stay in the game. So I'm gonna get close to them girls, and I'm gonna try to bond with the women. That was enough for me. This is season 1. You do what you gotta do. What else is there to do? Work with the 3 people who hate you? They hate her. They don't like this girl. They voted her out, honey. So she had to do what she had to do.
I think that's a fair statement. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Now, am I standing hard because I'm starving?
Hard.
Am I starving and I need something? Yes. I'm starving. There's not an icon.
Yeah, and you know what? You need someone fun to root for. So go ahead and give her your guts. Give her your guts.
Because this is the thing. The Tagi 4, they're eating it up. There's no need to, you root for an underdog. Of my options, she's the only one. She's the only one. Jervis thinks women are moves, are cows.
Tagi 4 is about to eat it up. Colleen is too busy worried about Greg.
Greg
Sean is too worried about the alphabet.
Jervis is all we have.
Jervis.
Jervis. And Jenna, it would have been Jervis if he was literally not stupid. The closest thing to a cow.
Stupid.
He's kind of like a cow.
The closest thing to the cow.
Mm-hmm. It's really him. It really is him, which is embarrassing because he was the one who said
he almost went home. It seemed like, but the girls, he won immunity. I think if he didn't win immunity, he probably could have went home.
Yeah, especially if Greg won it, because those were the only 2 options. Is what it was given: Greg or Jervis. So hey, but yes, Jenna starts getting close to the girls. They're all bonding. Woo. Clearly, it works. See, this is why. And
does it work? Who said I'm not working with that hoe?
She's the only it worked for Kelly. She's the only Pagong who is on All Stars, from what I believe, from what I think. And it's like, because I think Rudy, Richard, Sue are all on All Stars, and so is Jenna. And it's like, yes, you made it, queen. Deserved. The fuck.
Diva. She ain't no diva.
What you said?
It's actually sad how stupid Pagong is, though. Like, just in general, all of them, the entire tribe, just dumb since the beginning. Yeah. Like, it's like I thought the whole Pagonging thing would be a little bit more iconic, because my mindset was that, well, of course, there had to have been something gaggy to have. No,
they Pagonged themselves. They
Pagonged themselves, girl. Self-Pagonging, if you will.
Yeah. Dang, they said now slow down on the Jenna hype.
Yeah, you going way too hard,
I'm starving, y'all. I can't stand nobody on 48. Save gone.
I will say, other than I'm interested, because so far, I mean, do you genuinely believe for what you've seen so far from Jenna that she would get an All-Star? Like, I see the arc building, but I need a little bit more. Like, I need more. I can see the entire Tagi 4 on All-Stars, but those are only 4. Like, Jenna is like, well, y'all just looking for people? Like, what?
She would have to literally win Final 5. She would need to make Final 5, be the last one standing, and win that immunity. Then you're on All Stars. If she don't do that, no. I mean, I guess being the last one standing of Pagong, like this iconic Pagong tribe, they all went home and Jenna was the last one. That's it. But I don't even think she is the last one. So, well, she
Hopefully.
probably is. She
I
probably
can't
is.
take Colleen Jervis.
Sean.
I need Sean out too. I need Sean.
I
Girl,
need Sean out too.
if she stay over,
she
Sean,
she might outlast Sean. I think she could outlast
she's in
Sean.
top 5, all-star, bitch. All-star.
That's it. That's it.
Now,
it literally needs to be top 5.
For sure. I can see it though. But I agree with this Black Widow Brigade. The 4-1-1-1 that was gaggy. But that was gaggy. It's the fact that they're dumb.
Gaggy in a dumb way. Gaggy because they're dumb.
Like it's gaggy for the Taki 4. It's stupid for everyone else.
Yeah.
But I also want to get into this because me and Pharaoh talk about this a lot off the podcast. Brown Charlie says, you know what I realized? Every Black winner on BB and Survivor won by teaming up with other Black people, but we're supposed to be the villains and we protect each other. It's not just the Black people. Every single minority who've won these shows have had to work with another minority to do it.
Yep.
And most likely one of their own background.
Yeah,
that happens.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it on. Well, I don't know if we actually talked about it on the podcast, but with BB Rewind, me and Lee will always talk about how even June isn't Black, but she's a minority. She's Asian, and her relationship with G helped carry her to the win. Like she needed that bond with him to make it so far in the game. Even Danielle Reyes, her and Marcellus, they have their beef, whatever. Their bond carried the strategy for both of them in the game. It helped them get to the end every single season, every single time.
And I think people see that and they think that it's a threat or that it's not fair, but you can say that about every white winner as well. Most white people work with other white people to win the game. Like it's just natural. That's what happens in society. It's not shocking. And that's not saying that there are not mixes, because you just brought up Danielle. Danielle also worked with Jason. You brought up June. June also worked with Allison. So clearly there is nuances in it. However, you're not going to see many seasons where the people from the same background are just not fucking with each other at all. Like you may not get all of them, but most of the time you're going to get a relationship that's like, okay, we see each other on that level. We see each other on that level. Yep, Chelsea had Cam.
Because they bring it up Chelsea, because Chelsea at the end, her and Mackenzie, they were the duo, but her entire game, she worked with the Pentagon, which is Brooklyn, who was kind of Black, Cedric, and Cam. It's like she really started off her formation of the game with literally the Black people, even Brooklyn, the drop of Black.
And so, even then, she still worked with Mackenzie. She still, used Quinn when she needed to. She worked with Joseph when she needed to. It's like, that's just a good player.
Because the truth is, every great winner works with everybody. Or with multiple different facets. That's every winner, period. Black, white, yellow, or green. But what I notice is I can't name one minority winner of any of these shows who never worked with anyone from their own minority group or another minority. I can't name one.
And as a serious ally, like it's not like you may not be the number one, but you are a very important piece to getting them this far. Like Chelsea and T-Core's relationship is a great example of that. You know what I mean? It's like they worked in tandem from different sides of the house with different groups, and they still protected each other, and it helped both of their games, especially Chelsea's. I think without T-Core protecting her so much, Chelsea may not have even won this game. So very it's true. Like, you see that.
We'll see it with the first POC Survivor winner, which was Vesepia, right? Yeah, we'll see it with Vesepia in 3 seasons.
And I'm thinking even like Yule, Earl.
Yep.
It's like you gotta be surrounded by some POC, but that makes sense. Now that there's more diversity, there are more diverse winners. Every season that had a little bit more diversity than average, there was a diverse winner or a woman winner, aka Jordan and BB11, Nicole and BB18. So it happens. Casey and BB20. Slight diversity will switch up the archetype that wins the game.
Every time. Obviously. But we know.
I mean, it's simple.
So they running out of food, which is so funny to me because I know they have to ration their rice, but it seems like in nowadays, like new age Survivor, they never really talk about having to ration their rice until Jeff has that random twist where you can sit out at your tribal if 3 of y'all sit.
Anyway. And that's why when it comes down to voting, girl, give them that damn rice. I don't give no damns. Like the whole Survivor part of it, I'm not gonna say it's not important. I think it's important, but it's just like
the producers took it out of the edit. Y'all don't even talk about it. Y'all don't even focus on that anymore. So why do y'all act like it matters? Like they don't even show us the struggles at tribal unless it's raining. That's it. If it's raining, they'll show us. Other than that, they don't even show us those montages of people complaining about the bugs and the itching in the water. All of that. They don't even do that anymore. So I don't know why they act like it's such this big thing with the vote. And if you want them to have an easy ride, don't vote this way. But if you want them to have a hard, tough time and they're finally playing Survivor, then you can vote to take away their rice. I don't give a fuck, nigga. So yeah, y'all, they running out of rice and they need to stop eating. We also see that Richard Hatch done caught 4 different type of fish. He caught a shark, 2 regular fish, and a manta ray. I don't see bitches catching sharks and manta rays no more. David, what did you doing? What happened when men were men?
Mind you, they was hating on Richard, but he the manliest one out there, girl.
The manliest one out there.
Go catch some. I mean, hello, build a fence, catch some fish.
This my thing.
Do something.
This my thing. Survivor 48. Oh, the strong strength players who are here for integrity and da-da-da. What happened to when the strong strength players will go out and catch some fish for the tribe? What the fuck is y'all doing? Y'all ain't
Joe.
Go catch some fish. Go build the shelter. Go do something. Every time I see them, they laying around, walking around.
I'll give Jonathan big ass that. Jonathan was out there being a provider.
Carry the tribe. At least do that. But that's the thing. I low-key kind of had first of all, Jonathan couldn't really bring it up because he didn't have no friends. It was really just him and then Omer and Mary. He didn't have nobody to really talk to about it. So that shut him up for a while until Drea.
But that's why he attached so closely to Mike, girl.
But this is the thing. I feel like I would respect them if they was actually providing for the tribe and running the tribe and we're leading and we're making the shelter, we're getting the fish, we're doing that. Still wouldn't respect them that much at all. But it would have a foreground to it because this shit annoys me, but it annoys me less when they're literally like with Ozzy. Ozzy's entire game every season is winning challenges and grabbing fish. But I can respect Ozzy because he grabs the most fish. He wins the most challenges. At least be the best, bitch. Y'all are the weakest alpha men that Survivor has ever seen. And Ozzy is gay. And so is Richard Hatch. And they watching both of y'all.
Clock it.
Girl, boo.
They using Gabler as an inspiration. Even he was out there doing something.
Girl, boo.
Yeah, out here doing, what y'all doing?
Do something.
The majority.
Oh, every time every other group gets together, why can't we get
Get together and build a house.
Something. But I mentioned this because Jervis makes a comment and he says, we're never voting out Richard Hatch because he gives us all the food. If we don't want to eat, we're not voting him out. And unfortunately, in old school Survivor, that was a very viable.
That matters.
That is a big reason. Richard Hatch is probably not getting voted out just because of that.
It's kind of like early Big Brother. Like, oh, let me cook and clean.
Yeah.
Cook and clean and wash everything.
After this, Richard and Greg have a moment. Greg, child, he's one of those straights who know the gays like
gay for pay.
Gay for pay.
Gay for pay.
Gay for pay for sure.
Would you pay for the gay?
If
I think Richard would. Richard got that million and
Richard definitely did.
10,000.
Definitely would. For Greg, it's a situational thing. If I was on Survivor and this was the exact cast, Jervis got a white wife, Sean is weird, Rudy is old, and Richard is gay, then I would be gay for pay for Greg. I would be like, Greg, let's go to the woods real quick, and I'll give you my winnings. Like, yes, in a isolated situation. In real life,
I would still say Jervis is probably the best one out looking out there.
So well, he got a white wife. That was the only reason. Like,
but that means he's more likely.
Oh. I've been doing this new thing when I've been trying to respect marriages. I'm not used to doing that. I need to start respecting relationships and marriages because usually I'll take everybody, nigga. So let me stop. Let me hold up.
I will say I was actually shook because Jervis didn't give me somewhat, because sometimes you really just can't tell. Like, I don't think someone who had a white partner you can necessarily just tell. Some people it's like, okay, but I did not think Jervis had. I thought like Jervis is like someone who would definitely have a black wife, but also too, I thought that was his daughter on Blood vs. Water. That was his niece.
Yeah,
I went and Googled it. I was like, that wasn't a biracial child.
Yeah,
where was she at then?
Yeah,
I guess she didn't want to do it. She said, "Fuck that shit."
Mm-hmm.
But I was gagged, honestly.
I wish I knew. This is all up in this man's business, but I wish I knew how they met because a part of me feels like this is gonna be the craziest assumption. I feel like maybe with him it was more of a circumstantial, natural type of thing. I know a lot of the times it's like they're seeking out a specific type of color, or they're steering away from a specific type of race. I don't think Jervis was necessarily walking around steering away from black people. Because let's be frank, he was all up team. He was Team Ramona down.
Yeah,
he was Team Ramona down.
As he
didn't even vote her. Everybody, she wasn't even doing nothing. She was walking around being lazy. He was like, "Look, girl, just pretend, do something, helping her out." You know, he was giving like he knew he was on cold.
Exactly.
So
and as long as you on cold, my good sis Quinta Brunson, you
they
whoever
you want to fuck.
Zendaya, nah,
whoever you want to
fuck. Zendaya.
Oh no, Zendaya not black.
You gonna
Zendaya is black. Zendaya is black.
You stop denying biracial people that are black.
Zendaya is black. This is my theory, y'all. This is a black space. Zendaya is black. This is how I feel, though. I feel like for me, with her, it hurts a little more that she with a white man because she's already half. So I'm just thinking when the kids come out, where's the blood?
They're gonna be rich. That's what you need to be thinking.
They are gonna be rich and
but the thing is, Zendaya, you should be happy because Zendaya is educated. Zendaya is not one of those people that's gonna have her children and then let them say the N-word and then let them bring up her daddy picture because that Zendaya's not gonna do that.
Okay, she's not gonna be the photo that they bring up to prove that they. You're right. Okay,
but I mean, I can't blame her because Tom Holland looks good.
Tom Holland looks
good.
He definitely looks
good.
I am literally in love with Tom Holland though. Like I would probably also have
too far because when did this happen?
I was literally just watching an interview of him. You want me to pull up my YouTube?
Oh, I've watched several interviews. I've probably already seen them.
Which one about Bureau?
All of them.
Okay. What's your favorite? What's your favorite Bureau drink?
Girl, I don't know the flavors.
Right, you don't know the flavors. Okay. I know all the flavors.
You want a cookie?
I want a Bureau.
Spider-Man.
I want a Bureau. I want a Bureau.
No, get one. I have an exclusive case. He sent it to me personally.
He didn't. He actually pulled up to my. Let me stop lying.
Yeah. Anyway. But Zendaya black as hell. You see that family? She's from Oakland, bitch. That is a black woman.
Location is not color.
Okay, her location is.
Anyways, love Zendaya, love Tom Holland. Never no shade. Boom. Richard and Greg.
No, real Alessandro. We need a T Reality Kingdom podcast because I love all these tangents. I humbly apologize to anyone who watches us just for the updates because we both have ADHD and girl, we will go off the rails.
That would be a cute name for the segment.
What?
Reality TEA. Reality. No, that's not cute. Okay.
T Reality Kingdom? Okay. TRK
like,
stands for T Reality.
TEA. Because like that's the segment. Like we can have like a segment and it's given T because we're giving a T and then we can have like the whatever the T of the day.
Wait, you're mine, mama. You're mine. Okay, be on the lookout for T Reality Kingdom.
Period. So, anyways, Greg is trying to manipulate Rich in this weird. Everybody knows a Greg. Every gay man knows a Greg.
Yeah, we've all encountered. We've worked with him.
We've worked with him. He might have grabbed your ass at work. Mm-hmm. Was your Greg grabbing your ass?
Well,
my Greg was slapping my ass.
Held me from behind several times.
Held you from behind? Yeah, that's what it does. I was walking around. My Greg knew I liked him, right? Well, Greg knows.
They always do.
They always do. I was walking around. Greg was playing soccer. I'm on the phone talking to Lee, gossiping. I got a fat ass. I bet y'all don't know that. But it's relevant. It's relevant to the story. So Greg is playing soccer. I'm walking past the soccer field on purpose.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh, look, Greg right there. I'm looking cute on the phone, talking my shit, being real feminine, walking, and my big ass is out. Greg scores a goal or something, walks around the soccer goal, bah! And grabs it. Girl, I literally got hard. Like I had to go home. I said, girl, let me go home.
And that was a straight Greg?
All Gregs are straight, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
All Gregs are allegedly straight.
We'll just leave it at that. Don't be a Greg.
Don't be a Greg. Because the Gregs are the ones that hurt your heart. That's the one. You got me. But anyways, he's doing this to Richard Hatch, but Richard Hatch, he's here for the money. The untaxed money, for sure. So he has a diary room. He says, look, I know exactly what Greg is doing. Greg is having a diary room. He's like, look, Rich is very clever. He's trying to get close to Rich because he knows Rich is the smartest man on the island. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
And that's what I do love about this episode is because we're really seeing people learn the game. We saw it with Jenna, we see it with Greg here. I kind of wish Greg didn't go home because, girl, he started learning. And now look where we're at. Oh, you might, girl. All that heavy moving you be doing.
I'm so glad Rudy just commented this in the chat. Pharaoh would eat the analogies at Tribal. I love an analogy.
No, y'all. I have said that all the years I've known Pharaoh. Analogy. Like, he eats up analogies. I be like, what's an analogy for this? Like, he eats it up. That's like saying, every time he say like like saying, I be like, he finna eat it
every up. Every time, bitch. Oh, I love an analogy.
It just comes.
It just comes out my ass. But it's because I want to be a writer. I do the writing shit. I do the theater shit, all that gay shit.
Y'all, he a great writer. He's a great writer.
Oh, thank you.
The Writer Kingdom? I don't know.
Maybe. Well, we got the script.
When we start producing movies, y'all better be here.
You better be here. You better lay low, girl. So,
wait, girl, we gotta talk about we gotta talk about Borneo because we gotta do the challenge.
Right. Okay. It was getting crazy. I had a whole. I was finna talk. I felt it. I'm not even gonna bring it up because that was crazy. I was finna go all the way left, but I need to go forward. So
we're not going back.
What happens after this? Oh, everybody starts having a diary room about how Greg is playing Richard. Well, all the smart people have a diary room about it. Jenna has a diary room, says, girl, Greg has flipped his entire personality from the last tribe to this tribe, and I don't trust that at all. He's trying to work everybody. He's trying to work on Colleen, yada, yada, yada.
Girl, you mad because we playing the game? Maybe I need to link up and do it together.
She did need to link up with him and do it together. We see Greg and Colleen bond, and Greg said, look, this is a game. You got to get your kitten and you got to bring your pet kitten as far as you can. And then eventually you get hungry and you got to eat your kitten and then you got to strike. And I was like, wow, this man, this man, he would have had some potential. Yeah. I would have liked that a little bit more.
But, I wish I wish we could really drop these older players in a new era season. Like, it goes with Big Brother as well. Like, how would you adapt to the new age, fast-paced Big Brother? Because we kind of saw that with Jarvis in Blood vs. Water. We kind of saw that with Kelly in Second Chances, and I feel like neither one of those performances were outstanding. Yeah. I think the players from older seasons who really come back and do well, I could think of Boston Rob, Sandra, Sari. At Survivor 50. Yeah, Cook Islands is an old season, but for some reason I wouldn't say Cook Islands is OG. Mm-hmm. Is that accurate? You think?
I think that's somewhat accurate.
Which season was that? 16 though? Maybe
Cook Islands was 12.
Cook Islands was 12. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess you could still say that's OG. Yeah,
you could.
Damn, how old is Parvati? Not trying to say my bitch old, but how old is she?
She 40, right?
She look good.
I was gonna say, one other thing about Greg. I feel
42. She looks great.
She does. You think it's bow tie?
I would not have thought she was 42 at all.
Do you think it's bow tie?
Oh yeah, season 13. Yeah, you can still count that as OG. Maybe because Parvati just feels like that cast. That was a that's a good
elevated.
That's a good fucking season.
Yeah, I would say OG era ends at All Stars, which was 8. I kind of feel the same way about that. Okay. I kind of feel like I'd go to 10, 10. And down, that's OG. Y'all are old. Y'all don't even know this.
That's era 1. If we had to do era for the challenge, would it be that's era 1, and then era 2 probably is 20. I guess you just realistically you do 10, 20, 30.
You can do 10, 20, 30, 40.
But not counting that, I'm I feel 20 and 30 is in the same category. And then I feel like all of 20 and then half of 30. The first few of 30 is in the same category.
I agree.
And then the rest of 30 is in its own category. And now we have 41.
40, I know. I see that. I'm not even gonna hold you. I see that. Yes. I was gonna say about Greg, one thing about his game that sucks is that it would thrive, I feel like, in Big Brother, because you could tell he had to learn to play the game. But you have to remember, this is day 20-something. Day 20-something in Big Brother is week 3. So he would have had so much time to kind of understand and learn how to play in Big Brother.
Yeah.
And then he would probably be able to last and grow and play to like top 6, top 7. And it's like in Survivor, day 26, it's not enough days for you to learn the game. You really shouldn't get on Survivor trying to learn it, especially in New Era. In New Era, you need to be a fan in some type of way, David. So going in, trying to learn the game and all of this other stuff, it doesn't really work for Survivor the way it works for Big Brother. Big Brother, you can see someone who you're like, they're going to flop and they can learn and play and grow and end up being one of the biggest players of that season. Paul, it happened with Paul. We saw Paul in BB18. He didn't know what the fuck he was playing and he ended up being one of the biggest players ever. And the old
Anthony and BB can for sure.
Yeah,
that does happen. I like when that happens because it's like you really picked it up that quick. It really shows like you have survival skills. Like they could drop you in the middle of the woods and you gonna come out that bitch, okay, as the leader at that. But Greg honestly gives me David vibes from BB4.
I see that.
I see that level of him in that type of show, which would still be better than what he did here because it was literally nothing until this episode and then he went home.
Yeah, he didn't have time. He really didn't have time. But even Greg, more so than David, I feel like is able to like son a bitch. Like he was sunning Colleen. Like Colleen was gonna vote whatever he did. If Colleen won an HOH in Big Brother, it was over. She was gonna do whatever he wanted, shit like that. So very impressive. But it's Survivor, so he went home. Yes, we get to the reward, and Jeff literally brings a television. First of all, how was the TV plugged up? Call me stupid, call me crazy. How does that work again? Because he brought the television.
Long ass extension cord.
Oh my God.
This felt like, and this is what I love watching old era reality TV. It's literally a time capsule. It's a time capsule. Like seeing the big TV with a big ass back, seeing the camera quality, seeing the VHS type quality. Like, and what's so crazy is that we still lived in the era. Like we're Gen Z, but we still lived in the era. Like we're on that cusp of where we were able to experience the best of both worlds. It's so like, wow. Like it feels like so long ago. Like this is how life was not too long ago. Like, oh my God, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like 25 years ago doesn't. Oh my God.
What? You're old. Yeah. You up there with poverty, honey. You talking about poverty. You up there.
Okay, you're pushing 40. Keep it cute. But
hold on now. 40 what? Maybe 40 acres and a mule.
Ooh, okay.
No, that was not good. Anyways, they showed everybody family member, yada yada yada. Richard has got a son, very cute. Gay? What is that? I love when that happens. I ain't even gonna hold him. Jenna isn't getting a tape from her family. She was crying. She had daughters, all of that. I wonder why nobody sent her a tape. Like, I want to know what was that tea. Did they try? They missed it. They missed the deadline. What was tea on that? I don't know. But she was real sad about it, crying, throwing up, all of that. They do the actual reward challenge. It's archery. Greg eats that up. He wins. He gets a video from his sister. Y'all, this video was the weirdest thing ever. His sister, she's sitting up there, very beautiful girl, blonde, very flowers in the attic, aesthetic. She looks like, she's just pretty and blonde, right? Not saying anything. And she starts the video off and she's like, boop, 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 bop, 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 boop, boop, bop, bop. Greg, yes, you better give it on that island, Greg. And look, if anybody, I was like, what weird. Black woman, what was that? What gay man? But it was giving flowers in the attic, and that's what Rudy said. Rudy was like, I don't know, I was just giving incest vibe, because Greg did his response, and in his response he said, don't let no man rub up on your titties and your ass and pull your panty. And Rudy was like, hold on,
what's going on here? Flowers. That was weird. And then I was trying to figure out like because Richard tried to make it seem like something that was sweet, and it's like, no, this is weird. This is weird. Like she's not even speaking like English. Like maybe she was telling him I love you in like some language they made up while they were in the attic together. I don't know.
Yeah, because she made a comment. She was like, and mom would definitely love you because the bricks are in the water hole. And he's like, the bricks are in the water hole or something. No, the animals are talking. She was like, the animals are talking somewhere. And he was like, oh, that's something my mom used to tell us. And it's like, so y'all had a weird ass mama who locked y'all up in the attic. Mm-hmm. You two beautiful blonde bimbos want to keep it in the family. Make sure everybody's blonde.
Oh my God.
Keep the bloodline pure.
Oh my God.
Let me get off of this man.
These theories. Like,
let me get off this man.
And you know what, Greg did not think anybody would be talking about this in 2025. He thought he got away from this.
Yeah.
He living happily with his sister somewhere in the attic, and now you just bringing this shit up.
And his blonde kids.
Oh, they're saying Targaryen. I heard that. I didn't watch Game of Thrones. Was they really on there doing that?
Girl, first episode. You better get into
First
it. That's a good
episode?
first
They introduced
episode.
incest on the first episode.
And
they
was
doing that
twins.
in White Lotus too. The girls was living for it apparently.
It's never given live.
The girls on Twitter. Why didn't they kiss? I was like, what's happening?
Ooh.
Something. I saw people being upset about them not doing something. Apparently, I don't know. I haven't watched it, so I don't know what's happening. But hey,
right? Okay, y'all have that over there. Y'all love those shows. Anyway, we get to the immunity challenge. It's a jungle maze. You have to be clipped to a carabiner on this rope, and you have to follow the rope through the maze. Yada 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 yada. Very fun.
Loved this. I really, really love this challenge a lot. Oh wait, did we skip over the Jenna stuff? She didn't get her. How she didn't get her?
Oh, I talked about it quickly. Yeah, she didn't get her.
Okay, my bad. I was looking down. So yeah. That was just a big moment. So I thought we were gonna spend more time on it because you don't really have to. But it's just like that was a huge moment. That's why I really saw like, okay, girl, she's gonna be on All Stars. But my thought process was, where the fuck the VHS went? Okay, and why would y'all even have this challenge yet if y'all knew her tape didn't come in? Let's wait.
Right. Maybe. I was literally saying
it's like Christmas, and she's the goddamn bastard adopted child that can't get no motherfucking present. Everybody opening their present.
And Jenna, yours didn't come. Sorry.
And then the scene of her shooting the arrow. That's why I really wanted to talk about it. The scene of her shooting the arrows while they're all watching. And did you not think that Greg was going to have the decency to be like, you can send a video from home?
I don't know.
I don't want to say decency because, I mean, he won it. So I don't want to say
I thought he was going to do
it.
I thought he was going to say something, but I didn't know what he could say because I will say my first thought was, well, she don't have a video, so you can't just give her a video. But you're right. She could have sent a video home. He didn't give a fuck. He wanted to talk about his sister Penny.
He wanted to talk to his sister. Like, it's his reward, so I'm not going to fault him too much for that. But I just thought, I don't know. I thought because they were bigging up how sad of a moment this was for Jenna, that whoever won was going to do that. And I also misinterpreted what Jeff was saying. I thought he was saying, you're automatically going to be able to send a video home because you didn't get a video, which I think is what should have happened. Yeah. Period. But hey. He was like, what he was saying was like, Jenna, no, you can still send the video home, so you can still try to win it.
Girl, boo.
Girl. And it's like, I want to see my daughters. I want to see them say I love. Like, it's like, oh my god,
because she has daughters. I'm not saying Greg's sister doesn't matter, but she has daughters. She's a single mom. Okay. Did you notice
mom who works
Jervis made a comment and he was like, yeah, Jenna's my biggest competition because we're both single parents. And I was like, wasn't your daughter at home with her white mama? Like, where did you get single parents from? Like, I don't know. Maybe like they're not. Maybe they're not together.
Parents. Maybe he said parents.
He said we're both single parents. Though.
He said single?
Yes. And I was like, how are you both a single? I noticed it because I was like, what do you mean you're both single parents?
He raised her full time and he with her mom. I mean, he's on the island.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe
you up trying to drag this black man. Get up.
But this is the thing. I googled Jervis's white wife, and it came up.
Why you keep calling this lady Jervis's white wife?
I'm just saying, like he's
Jervis's
black, she's
wife
white.
That is invited to the cookout.
She is. She got black kids. I feel like if you got black kids,
so she can bring macaroni with raisins.
You finna piss me off. So yes, I googled and they were together like after the show, so like as husband and wife. So
they should have won an Amazing Race.
Maybe they did. You know, a lot of random people did. I don't know all the people who went on Amazing Race. Rob and Amber did, and lost. I think. Yeah,
everyone lost except Jessica and Cody. Oh, and Derek and Clark. That's the thing. Big Brother, stay on Amazing Race because everywhere else y'all struggle. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he had children with a different partner. His current wife was expecting. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, because Pharaoh tried to sit up here and drag this man. Thank you, Rudy, for clearing that up.
Girl, we don't know. Everybody's speculating. But yes, he wins immunity, so he does something right. And then we go back to.
I like this immunity challenge. I really wish it was nice. They try to keep it so specifically campy. Like Survivor now, this is the early era before Survivor had a theme. Now that Survivor has a theme, they try to make every challenge fit that theme. So it's these wooden, it's these contraptions that's built from like wood and rope and dirt and sand and. You don't have to do that. Like, put a bungee cord out there and make them, you know what I mean? Like, I think Survivor now, they don't want you to get any inkling that they're anywhere close to civilization. Like, when they had, like, the rice in plastic bags or, like, them having certain things from the outside world, that's something I wouldn't mind them still doing because it reminds me more of, like, Castaway, or what's that one show? That show.
I don't know the show, but I know Castaway.
When they crash into the island,
Lost.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, like that makes more sense on the Survivor level because it's like you're actually surviving after getting like fucking, you know, shipwrecked or something. So I don't know. It's just like, and I think that puts them in a box of what they can do, and it just limits them. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't think they have to go like full challenge, MTV the challenge, but it's time for them to start switching up their competitions. There hasn't been a time on Survivor New Era where they show a challenge and I'm interested at all. I'm not interested in any of the challenges that they do really anymore. Even if they bring back like, you know, Samotion or something like that. It's like, we've seen it. Like, I want it, but we've seen it. Or like fucking yesterday, they did the foot pole challenge. And then only 3 people competed in it. And then they made all of the holes the same size. So it's not even the same competition. It's just whatever.
Child. So they go back to the camp after Jervis wins immunity. And of course, Toggy 4 are locking in. They sticking to the plan.
No real talking, as per usual.
No real talking.
It goes straight from immunity to the tribal.
You know what's crazy? Jervis literally went to Colleen and Greg. I think it was just Colleen and Greg, now that I'm remembering. And he said, you know, we probably should have kept the upper hand before we went our separate ways last tribal. We probably should have all voted Rudy. And so a part of me was thinking, oh, so are y'all all 4 going to try to vote Rudy this time?
That would make the most sense, huh?
Right. So they all voted together. Colleen, Greg, and Jervis did. And they voted for Jenna. So my thing is, why did y'all vote together? Why would y'all vote together to vote Jenna?
Just dumb, bro. Like, nothing going on in that brain. Must be lies on the
So they all vote together to vote Jenna, but Jenna, Sean, and the Big 4 all vote Greg. Greg's going home. We move forward.
Jenna, Sean, and the Big 4 don't need a big score.
So Greg is gone, of course. We still have Colleen. She going home. She's going
home. Next, probably.
Yeah, I can see Jervis winning immunity again. And that's it. It's just Jervis and Colleen. Jenna want to work with the girls, but we see Kelly and Sue finna beef over that. And Sean is voting alphabetically. So is he going to vote himself when he gets to
hopefully.
In Jesus' name, I pray.
And they all gonna put the votes on him.
I would love that. But yeah, we'll be back next week. It's getting a little more. It's crazy because I thought after that first round, it's not gonna be fun. This was actually still a fun episode for certain reasons here and there. So I wonder, and even next episode, they're arguing. It looks like Sue is literally arguing with, I don't know if it was Kelly or Jenna. So that'll be interesting. So they're giving us crumbs more than Survivor 48. So get into it. We'll be back next week, y'all. We also got other shit.
Something. Because Survivor 48, she's dead.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. After this, we are going to hop right into the Challenge All Stars Rivals finale. What happened to what? Did I cough?
Oh, we're a little delayed. It's fine. No, just keep going.
Oh, and then an Amazing Race on Friday. Get into that. On Saturday, we have the finale of Drag Race. We're done with Survivor Australia, so it's off the board. And we'll have Survivor 48 coming back next week. Also, make sure you get your votes in for Reality Rewind. We have 4 more days to get your votes in. Child, the winter is coming to a close, but still vote anyways. Love that for you. And then get into the Scripted Kingdom. I did my reaction to Black Mirror episode 1. More of them are coming soon. I'm going to watch Sinners tonight with my Greg, Michael B. Jordan. So get into that.
You wish.
No, I don't wish. I know.
You my wish. God.
Y'all know that new trend where it's like, it's a song and then you show your grills. I forgot how the song. And then you show your grills. He did that trend on TikTok.
He had no business looking that good, girl.
No business. And he's twins in this movie. Y'all go watch Sinners. And if you ain't seen no Scripted Kingdom episodes, watch that episode because oh my God, Michael B. Jordan, my man. Anyways, get into the challenge. We finna hop over there and bye, y'all. Thanks for keeping it real with the Kingdom.